Hello, everybody. Wolfang here. How we all doing today? Cold here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it is snowing. Our first snowfall. Kind of cool. It's not gonna stick though. Ground's not cold enough, but it looks nice on the grass. Oh, and today is November the 21st, Thursday. Hmm, a lot going on too. So apparently, Russia fired a intercontinental ballistic missile. I don't know. I haven't really heard any other news updates if it's been confirmed, but the article I'm going to share for my spam report is kind of interesting. This whole freaking thing's interesting. Um, how long has Zelensky been asking uh, the U.S. for permission to use the long range missiles that we sent them months ago? And now all of a sudden, Biden's getting ready to leave office and he okays it. It's something's awry. I don't know. I don't trust any of them. Not a one. What do they say? Don't I can't trust them as far as I can throw them. At this point in my age, I probably can't even pick them up. Uh, I don't know, but I am keeping an eye on this situation just because we never know. In my lifetime, I'm 61. We haven't went through this. What was the Cuban missile crisis? That was back in the 60s, though, middle 60s. I had Vietnam going on when I was a baby. But as a grown adult, we are pretty damn close to WW3, in my opinion. So let's see what this report has to say. It says that Russia targets U.S. missile base in Europe, warns of nuclear strike. This was posted 5 hours ago. The Russians have altered their nuclear weapons usage doctrine. This change is a response to the permission granted to Ukraine to launch missiles from the USA onto the aggressor's territory. We didn't launch the missiles from the USA, but the list of potential targets includes, among others, the American Missile Defense Base in Poland. I would be surprised if it was not on the priority list, commented General Poke, I guess it's just Poke, in a conversation with Falk. I guess the T's silent. F-A-K-T, Falk. Well, fuck that. Maria, I'm not going to say the last name, spokeswoman for the Russian Foreign Ministry, announced that the American Missile Defense Base in Redzowo, Poland, is a potential target for a nuclear attack from Russia. From the Kremlin's perspective, it poses a threat and undermines the current strategic stability. Although its purpose is strictly defense, the Russians consider it an element of the United States power projection in the region. They describe the base's construction as a provocation. The purpose of the base, and I'm just going to call it red, is to counter ballistic missiles that may be launched by aggressor countries, primarily Iran. The completion of the base is one of the final steps in the long-standing American program called the European Phased adaptive approach. Its goal is to enhance the defense capabilities of NATO countries in the face of missile threats. Oops. The base in red in Russia's sites. Polish general comments. General Roman Polk, former commander of the Polish Grom unit, discussed one of these days I'm going to quit reading articles that I can't pronounce their names. Anyway, statements with Falk. In his view, this is another attempt to intimidate Western countries with nuclear escalation. And then it says this information is now being used to spread fear. Also, today's Russia attack with a ballistic missile on Thursday, November 21st, there was an explosion of an intercontinental missile in Dnipro, which is indeed intended for carrying nuclear warheads. These are all elements of Russia's strong campaign aimed at making the West afraid and forcing them to negotiate peace under the pressures of Russia's power rather than their own strength. The general points out that Russia's actions are aimed at making Europe stop supporting Ukraine out of fear. Excuse me. Polk adds that facilities like the base in red have additional protection against various aggressive actions from adversaries. He mentions, among other things, layers of air defense. It's no wonder that such facilities are in Russia's sights. The Kremlin will do everything to weaken the opponent's potential, not only military, but also economically. Excuse me. Therefore, Baltic ports are also under protection. Wow, that's it. So, once again, I've said this before. It's like a chess game. A very, very dangerous chess game. So, and you know, all we can do is sit back and watch what happens. Like I say, see, I'm a news freak, so I listen to news at work. I come home and we have the news on, and if something catches my ear, you know, I'll look up at the TV and see what's happening. But for the most part, I do like to be keep informed. I do like to know what's going on. But you know, hey, that's me. I talk to a lot of people do not like to watch the news. So I'll watch it for you. How's that? But anyway, so like I said, okay, so Russia did their thing. Let's see who shoots off the next missile. You know, too bad we can't give them Acme rockets from like the Roadrunner or light the fuse and nothing happens. But you know, you can't get yourself all bummed out and depressed over crap that's going on. You know, you got to find the lighter side of it. I try to anyway. You know, I like to joke around, but there is a time and a place for jokes. I guess I don't know. Is it? Depends on how sensitive you are, I guess. But like I said, well, let's see. Today is November 21st. It's a Thursday. Over in Russia, and that they're a day ahead of us. It's coming to the weekend, so I don't know if they'll. I don't know. It's you know, Russia fired off the missile, so it's like it's Ukraine's turn to fire some back now. And while they're doing that, going back and forth, we got crap going on in what, Iraq or Iran. You know, once again, it's like watch over here, watch something over here happens. So we can't. I don't know. I'm not going to try. I'm not speculating. I'm not going to try and guess. But I'll sit back and eat my popcorn and drink my beer and watch the shit show. This is Wolfang. Have a great Thursday evening. Blessed be. Stay safe. And I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.